in the face of what other people think are unbeatable odds, it is still possible to rise up and overcome that. You know, we tell people now that you can't give up the things you love, the things that are meaningful, and the things that make your life magical just because other people are putting pressure on you or trying to hurt you for them. Because if you do, then you may as well be dead anyway. You're not really living.
That in your mind, it's so magical, it's almost too good to be true, and you want that.
Our tour guide at one point, he says, and that's why Massachusetts is such a blue state now, when he was talking about the hanging of the witches. He says, because we learned our lesson from that. So when I heard that, I was like, this is where I want to be. That, and it's also become like a mecca for any sort of alternative spiritual traditions at all. I can walk one street over from my house and get acupuncture. So it's like the one place in the world where I'm in the majority, finally.
Okay, because at first I thought I was going to ask you, hey, why do you want to be in a place where people were persecuted, kind of like you, but...
Now it's the exact opposite. Now it's not only tolerated, it's embraced, it's promoted. It's just an incredibly amazing city.
All right, and so you want to open up a tarot card shop?
Well, what I would like to do eventually is, whenever things calm down, I would like to open up a meditation center somewhere there. You know, like I was talking about the things I had to learn that helped me get through prison. I would like to share that with other people that are in really messed up situations and feel they don't have anywhere else to turn, need something to help get them through, you know, share. Like Jason wants to help people on the legal front. I want to help people on this front. And that's what I would like to do, that and also keep writing. And for me, tarot has always been a huge aid to meditation. I read a book one time called 78 Degrees of Wisdom by this woman named Rachel Pollack. And it's about the tarot. There's 78 cards, so she called it 78 Degrees of Wisdom. And when you're reading it, it's almost like reading Joseph Campbell's work, you know, the guy who writes about myths. And I mean, she goes through every card and describes how it's this archetype of, you know, so many different states of our consciousness that we evolve through as we grow and mature as people, and self-development. And when I read that, it was one of those, just this incredibly eye-opening experience, and it made me love tarot, and it made me want to make other people fall in love with it. It sort of take the scary out of it. You know, it's something that in certain parts of the country people are still wary of it. They think it's a scary thing. Yeah.
Is there something in particular you want the readers to take away after having read this book?
I guess the main thing would be just an understanding and appreciation how short and how precious life really is. And to come away with it, not being traumatized that it's a horrible story, but coming away from it and just wanting something more out of life. Coming away from it with the feeling that they don't want to settle for a mundane, mediocre existence, that they want to do something that creates magic in their lives and in the world in some sort of way. That's what I want them to come away from it with. Ways to connect with each other. One of the ways, just one of them, was something that I described in the book. We were making moon water, where before I went into solitary confinement, I had a window in my cell, and whenever the moon was full, I would be able to see it outside. So we would fill up these glasses of water and sit them in the window to catch the moon's reflection in them. And each night after that until the next full moon, we would both take one drink of water out of this glass at the same time every night, so that at least we knew we were both doing the same thing. We were connected in that moment every night. And now that I'm out, we have all the things that everyone else does, and we still have the things, you know, those connections we had before, which makes it an even closer, more powerful bond.
Wow.
This was the last one we got. We got
You and
this
Johnny
one.
Depp.
And lots of new tattoos, some of which he designed.
The lines in the middle would be mine and Johnny's names spelled out in Hebrew, and then around this it just says brother.
Signs of new life.
Open your eyes.
Oh my dear God, Jesus. I just want to say thank you so much, man. I mean, you've become an incredible, important thinker and teacher for this generation. I mean, truly, this book is a life-changing experience for me to read, and I'm sure for everybody who does. I want to thank you so much for sharing and being open with everybody and with me, and letting me in as a friend. And Damien Echols, everybody.
I hope that what people will take away from this book, the urge to bring more magic into their lives in some way. You know, going through this, it made me realize how short life is And that makes you realize you don't want anything mediocre, mundane, monotonous, boring in your life. I want people to come away from this wanting to create more magic in the world and more magic in their own lives.